If you are a software engineer or a team lead, I bet you know this feeling all too well. You and your team work hard on a project. The code is beautiful, the architecture is amazing, but when it finally launches, it's a failure. In this video, we are going to talk about how to break out of that cycle and really redefine what success looks like. Because we can deliver impressive work and still miss the mark. It's a very common trap in software engineering. We get so focused on the activity that we mistake it for progress. We can build a software that is technically amazing and still completely fail to solve the actual problem. And so the real question becomes, how will we know if we solved it? How do we make sure that all the incredible effort links back directly to real world impact? This is the single most important question you as a leader can ask before a single line of code is written. Getting an honest answer to this question is the real first step towards success. Here's what we will do in this video. We will start by defining what success actually looks like. Then we will see why measurement is absolutely non-negotiable. We will learn the surprising power of deciding what you are not building. And finally, we will look past the basic problem to see what a truly mature definition of success looks like. What makes an engineering team truly mature isn't just their technical expertise. It's their ability to define success correctly right from the very beginning. Without that clarity, even the most brilliant teams are basically just flying blind. Think of your success definition as a compass. When there is a tough technical trade off in front of you, you don't argue about opinions. You look at the compass and ask which path will get us closer to our defined success. It just cuts right through the noise and keeps everyone moving in the same direction. It is the fundamental difference between getting tasks done and actually delivering real tangible value. Imagine your goal is to launch a search feature. That's an output. But an outcome, that's the result of the thing you make. It's the value it creates. Making the user's life better, reducing search time, increasing success rates, reducing support tickets. Now, every single design decision gets tested against this outcome. You could build the most technically sophisticated search algorithm on the planet, but if it doesn't actually help users find things faster, then it's not effective. Clarity on the outcome is what makes your hard work matter. Alright, so we have defined what success looks like. But if you have no way to measure whether you have actually achieved it, you are just guessing. We have all been in meetings where goals like these were discussed. Improve performance, enhance user experience, make the system more scalable. They are exciting, they are positive. But for an engineer trying to build something, they are completely useless. They are wishes and not targets. A team's mission was to improve checkout performance. So they got busy. They started optimizing queries, they added a little caching here and there, refactored some code. Every change felt like progress. But they had no idea if they were actually solving the problem because they didn't know what they were working towards. So finally, they hit the pause button and actually defined the parameters they would measure success against. Success was no longer make it faster. It became 99% of requests have to finish in under 300 milliseconds while handling 5,000 simultaneous checkouts. Now that is a target you can design for and test against. As soon as the target was clear, their architectural choices stopped being about personal preferences or some cool new technology. They became about what was actually required to meet the targets. Measurability is what separates professional engineering from just playing around. Now, defining what you are going to do is only half the battle. It's just as important, maybe even more important, to be very clear about what you are not going to do. This is all about setting boundaries. When you consciously decide which problems are out of scope, you protect your team's focus. You keep the system from getting bloated and complex, and you manage everyone's expectations. It isn't about doing less. It's about concentrating your firepower where it matters most. Here is a classic scenario. A team is building a reporting dashboard. The project is well defined, but then new requests start coming in. We should also do real time analytics. And you know what? We should also do forecasting. Down that slippery slope you go. So, this is the antidote. A simple, clear, unambiguous boundary statement. It politely says no while at the same time reinforces the system's core purpose. This is what keeps the project on track, on time, and it prevents a simple reporting tool from turning into some bloated, unreliable beast. Now, for our last point. Really great teams don't just solve the immediate problem in front of them. They think about the long term health of the system and, just as importantly, the people who have to live with it. Look at this comparison. On the left, you have a narrow definition of success, but on the right, you have a more mature definition. Notice what has changed. We have gone beyond is it working? And we are asking, is it usable? Is it understandable? Is it diagnosable? Is it maintainable? Is it sustainable? These are not secondary concerns. These are part of success. And finally, I will leave you with this one last thought. The next time you start a project, don't just stop at how will we know if we solved it? Push further and ask this: what must we do for this to be a good outcome for everyone involved? Because answering that question, that's what separates merely shipping code from true lasting engineering. And that's how you turn all that effort into impact that makes a difference.